If you love God, love people, and love real estate, you're in the right place. My name is Derek Forston. They call me Mr. ILF, and I'm super glad you're here because one more time, if you've been trying to get into real estate, you kind of like helping people and you got some patience. And again, you do not want to start a group home because it requires a license. You just found your next big brother, and that's me. My name is Derek, and again, super glad you're here. You guys got a lot of choices of where you could be, but y'all chose to be here, and I appreciate that. So if you on any other forum to where you can just hear me, I encourage you to come over to YouTube. That's where we're live. That's where I'll be able to answer your questions, your concerns, and we're going to have some ILF talk tonight. Today, we're going to be real relaxed and laid back. We got a bunch of announcements to make today. Yeah. But other than that, man, if you want to know how to get into real estate, the easiest way in terms of how we think of it, not having to buy property, not needing a license, I want you guys to join us on our YouTube channel right now at Forston Consultants, while as I introduce my beautiful wife to you all who does the exact same thing I do, but a little bit different. Shay, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. I'm Shanya Shay Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation, co-founder here at Forston Consultants, and I utilize the ILF model in my nonprofit organization. Well, not mine, but the one that I get to steward. So again, the same exact things go, right? In the same way Derek runs his ILF is the same way I run my ILF. The only thing different is that I'm governed by a board of directors. So that's a group of individuals like-minded that have some type of connection in the community that can help carry the burden or the purpose of this nonprofit. So that is the blessing of that. I get to do other things outside of the ILF. The ILF is actually the program that is consistent income within my nonprofit, within the nonprofit. So I'm excited about talking about the ILF model. It's always interesting to hear people's questions and being able to answer them because a lot of people have misconceptions when it comes to the ILF model. So welcome. We're excited to have you here and we look forward to today's conversation. Derek?
Yeah. I'm in no rush per se today, but I do got a lot of announcements. But before I get started, I want to just know who's new to us and also where you guys located. If you found us within the last 3 to 14 days, say, Derek, I'm new to you, bro. Derek, I don't know you. Derek, I saw a post. Derek, I saw an ad. Derek, I was scrolling on YouTube and saw something about shared housing and ILFs, and I jumped in.
Right.
Or Derek, I'm tired of my job, and I was scrolling, and you was talking about how I can make a bunch of money doing God's will and helping people.
Let's
jump into some other stuff.
So I want to talk about just because I want to talk about the ebbs and flows of the ILF, right? Yeah. Because we showed the pictures of how it looked in disarray. It looked a mess. It was chaotic.
It can't look like this, y'all.
But let me tell you something. It is so easy for your ILF to go that route. And a lot of people don't realize that. Like, we can bash this individual all day long. There's got to be a mindset that if it gets that way, I'm going to figure out a way to help fix it and bring it up to par. And why I say that is because you're housing people that have never had to take stock or haven't had the ability to take stock in something or take care of something, in other words. So like prime example with me, the ladies, I've housed young women, and by young, I say in their early 20s, never really lived on their own outside of the foster care system. Never had to really, don't know much about life in general, have never had to wash their clothes or scrub a toilet or anything like that. And it took me and your mom, actually, me and Derek's mom went and we made a day of it, a weekend of it, actually. And we spent time with these young women because I did see the house was getting a little chaotic and messy and the bathrooms weren't like how I would like to go in and use a restroom, right? Hate to say it, but I want my ILFs to operate in such a way and be clean in such a way that if I have to go and tinkle while I'm there, I'm comfortable enough to go and use the bathroom.
That should be kind of a rule. I like that.
Right. And that is a rule, right? Comfortable enough for me to go use it. And then times that I have other organizations aid to my ladies, whether it be some type of program or ministry, they've got to be able to use the bathroom where they're going if they can't. So those are some of the things that I had to implement early on, where I would go and spend time at my ILFs and we'll clean together. I am not above reproach. I am not above cleaning and scrubbing the toilet. As I got my gloves, I have a special closet with all of my supplies for when I go, a change of shoes, a little smock, all of that stuff, so that when I go to help them clean, it's not just me saying, hey, clean this. Hey, do this. I'll say, hey, I'm going to show you how to effectively sweep this floor. Because after you said you swept it, it still feels cruddy and grimy, right? So let me show you. See one, do one, teach one. And that's literally what we do. So it's easy to say how we won't allow for our ILFs to get a specific way, but it's easy to see them go that route if you don't implement your the way you like stuff clean, because clean is not clean to everybody. Right? Clean for somebody may be tidy for somebody else. If there's let's say we're all eating at the table and somebody's done and they get up and it's a crumb. Oh, he's going to clean up the crumb before they even have time to come back and clean it. But, somebody's meat is somebody's messy. So it just, again, you've got to implement things that make it how you want it aesthetically. And most times it's going to take you going in there and helping to create that aesthetic that you want them to kind of reinvent for you. But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about. Yes, I love this. Our house, your home says you have to model the behavior.
So I tell you what we'll do. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Yes.
The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time. If you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I'm your host, Derek Forston, beautiful.
I'm Shanya Shea Forston.
And if you're here, more than likely, you love God, love people, and love real estate, and we're discussing independent living facilities.
Yeah.
And if you desire how to walk off your job and start your own housing program, sometimes in less than 90 days. Yeah. So we want to answer some questions now.
So Chantel says, I have a W-2 job and can't be in the day-to-day of operations, nor do I want to be. This may be the wrong industry for you. I'll start with that. How do you manage stuff that comes up from tenants after they are in? So first and foremost, I tell anybody in what we do, you have to be a presence. If not, you're just running a rooming house at that point. There will be no structure because there is no oversight or lack of oversight. Your best ability will be your availability in this space, especially until you get it to a point where you have stable clients that have been there for a long period of time that you can trust. Prime example, we have one, well, both. We have two houses. He has one in Kissimmee that is over about, it's about a 55-minute drive from us. And then I have one that's literally about a 10-minute drive from my house. And I don't go often because it's not needed for me. Those ladies are very stable.
Established.
They've been with me for over 3+ years. They know what my expectations are. Every time I go to the house, it looks the exact same way it did from the day they moved in. So it's different things like that causes that. And that's called your presence. And not saying that you have to be there every day, right? You have to manage your residents. If not, they will manage you and run your program. What people don't realize is the population that we serve can be really slick. And if you allow them an inch, they'll take 17 miles. So you want to be very, not hands-on, but available. I've heard people talk about, well, I've put one of my residents in place as a house manager. I don't like that. Yeah. Because what it ends up doing is it causes friction for one. And then two, it causes that person to kind of be sneaky, tattling on everybody else, but never saying what they're really doing. And we've learned that from experience. So, I would tell you this: if you don't want to be involved, you may want to just, I'm gonna be honest, you may want to just buy the house, be a landlord, period. And then find someone in the community or in a network that wants to run the business. Businesses are not hands off, guys, right? Passive income, it's not, right? Marketing goes into something. I tell people all the time, you hear about, passive income, earn a passive income. Put your money into stocks and bonds. That's how you gain a possible passive income. When it comes to being an entrepreneur or a business owner, you will have to be hands-on until it grows outside of you being involved, right? And then also what you want to think of as well is, if you hire someone, you now are responsible for, especially if you hire them as a W-2 or not a contracted employee, but you still end up having to pay some taxable earnings on that individual, whether they're contracted or not. So you've got to count the cost in all aspects of business before you make a decision. This is not something that I would tell anybody is a passive income generating business. It's not. It's not. You've got to be someone that can nurture relationships with case managers, social workers. You've got to be someone that knows how to market, or have a team that can market your information or your business behind you. And then that's what helps to nurture the growth of a business. If not, like I said, if you're going to do it, go into real estate, buy the property, find someone that wants to run an ILF, increase the rent a little bit more. Because what people don't realize is the earnings on a piece of real estate as a general investor is what? What's the percent rule? On the return, the profit. On a regular rental.
So I think where she's going is talking about that 1% rule.
Correct.
Right. So if the rent is or if you pay, well, I don't want to go so
don't
deep.
Go so deep, but just
right.
On average, an investor may make about a $300 to $500 return a month on the asset that they purchase. Meaning,
Shay and I also own other real estate that was a mom, dad, and 3 kids. In regular real estate, if you're making $300 a month, you're doing real good.
Yeah.
If you're making $400, you're doing good. It's just that in this model, because we take that same 4-bed, 2-bath, and we're housing 8 people, you're going to make more.
Exactly.
So I think that's what
correct.
You were going with.
You end up pretty much tripling what you would as a regular investor would.
And also, I can even answer that, which is going to be the same as Shay, because that answer she just gave is for 97% of y'all. I'm going to coach 3% of y'all that you're one of those really busy people. You're a high income earner and you want nothing to do with running it. I coach 2 separate people right now. They're both doctors. They want nothing to do with this business, but they love real estate. So what they did, they bought my package. They buy the real estate, but I coach his family. He don't want to even be coached from it. He said, Derek, I got a lazy brother and 2 uncles. I want you to teach them. I'm going to be the real estate guy. That's what Shay is telling you.
Correct.
So if you're one of these top 3% people that's you, that can absolutely work, because we call it boots on the ground. The only way you can do with what she just asked y'all, especially under my coaching, you got to have boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Same thing for somebody that says, well, Derek, I own a house over there in Michigan, but I live in Georgia. Can I do it there?
Boots on the ground.
No. Unless you got boots on the ground, meaning somebody that's got the same heart and mindset as you. Because the last thing you want to do is pour your heart into something and give it to that wink, wink, lazy cousin that don't care about it, who's not going to run it the way you would. And now that investment is not really what you thought it would be.
Correct.
So we tell people this should be in your backyard.
Yeah.
Like under my coaching, I would love if the ILF is within 45 minutes of where you live. Because one day, watch this, because I'm just honest, one day when you're in this long enough and you get the right people, it kind of becomes passive. And Shay just told you it wasn't, and she's right.
Yeah.
But for most of y'all just heard me for the first time, if you go get a house tomorrow and put people in it, that ain't going to be you.
It's not passive.
You got to go through some bumps and bruises and what I like to call knuckleheads. Y'all gonna run into some knuckleheads that's gonna teach you a lot about this game too.
Oh yeah.
I'm the best coach in the world doing this, but guess who's gonna coach you a little bit better than me at times? It's the people you serve. Tyrone, Martha, Mr. Jose, they gonna teach you how to run this business too, because according to how they act.
The lady that's
why the coaching is so important.
The lady that sneaks her dog in the house at night.
Absolutely.
Right? Got the dog in the car during the day, and surprise, you got a dog at night. And you don't realize it until the dog warden comes knocking and you get a call.
Yeah.
Right. So it's ways to go ahead. It's ways to go around it. And I'm not beating up on you. I like to be very descriptive on that, because a lot of people come to us with that same thought of thinking, well, I thought you said this was passive. No, I never told you this was passive. Never. And just letting you know that there will be a need for you. Yeah. Right. We've got people right now that are working W-2s, have not left their W-2, and that's fine. But guess what they do? They'll take a week off and focus solely on the business. Yeah. They'll do certain things and focus. So, like, I know one couple right now that before they go home, they immediately go straight to their ILFs. They check on everybody. And this is every night, Monday through Friday. They're not there for 5 hours, 6 hours. They're just going in and showing up, making sure nothing happened in the last 24 hours. So you're going to have some stock in it. Right.
Especially
I tell people
in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like once this thing get up and running, it's like a crock pot. You can almost set it and forget it. Yeah. But for most of y'all, 97%, Shay is right. Y'all, you can't start this and walk away from it unless you got a brother, uncle, cousin, your daughter that can also be the boots on the ground. Because I'll admit, some of my ILFs I hardly ever go to.
Exactly.
Because they run themselves because of the people that are in them. And I just, my community dictates my need, and my community screens for the military veteran and the elderly adult. Yeah. And they don't kick up no fuss. They're just older people that don't want to be bothered. They don't want no help from me. They cook their own bologna sandwich. They provide their own transportation, and they take their own medication without me pretending to be a nurse. Yeah. I hope that make a lot of sense. Because that's who we're serving. So I hope that answer was good for her and for anybody else that's listening in terms of how much, should you be over this? Tiffany Richardson gave y'all the prime example last Monday and last Saturday. She works a 9-to-5 job and is very successful at this. She's the whole reason, in fact, that we're going back to Jacksonville January 31st. In fact, let's talk about that right now.
Yeah, go for it.
Jennifer, can you put on the screen the information for the January 31st event? Tiffany is what you would call a super affiliate. She's somebody that was just like y'all, right? Didn't know who I was from a can of paint. Found us on YouTube and said, oh my God, I want to do this. She got in and became so good. She's what we call a super affiliate, meaning she can throw events on her own without my permission and then drag me and Shay to it. So she's hosting a Chat&CHEW, Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. Text the word chat to 904-664-6692. One more time, in case if you're podcasting and you're in the gym and you can't write it down, you got a photogenic memory, text the word chat, C-H-A-T, to 904-664-6692. Let's take a really quick commercial break. We're going to hear from David and Dennis, and we'll be right back. Hey, David, did you know that we were coming to Jacksonville, Florida for another live event teaching the independent living facility model? Yeah, I heard that. I saw a girl posting that in that ILF Academy group that you got. I saw her put a post about it. I just didn't really know that was actually y'all. Yep, that's actually a live event that we're speaking at. Tiffany Richardson, who's actually a super affiliate at Forston Consultants, she planned this whole event. She marketed it. She planned it. And her only job was to bring Shay and I to Jacksonville to talk about it. So she's gathering 30 to 40 to probably 50 people that want to know how to do the independent living facility model. And we're going to bring it to Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. David, make sure you don't miss it. Well, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to bring my girlfriend with me too, because I think this is something that we can do together. All right, we are back. We are back. And guys,
are.
y'all pray for my brother David. He's an absolute knucklehead, but he trying to get it just like most of y'all. So again, January 31st, Jacksonville, Florida. If you are anywhere within 3 hours of this place, absolutely make sure you come. And because Tiffany's hosting it, the price is stupid, cheap, and affordable. Because if I was doing it, it'd probably be a lot more, right? So Tiffany is treating y'all because she care about y'all so much. And like the coaching that she got, she's hosting an event so that we can come and give y'all all the sauce.
Look at him.
Man, I pray y'all have a great week too, man. And also join us Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back here. But remember, even tomorrow, even tonight, guys, I'm always on. You can't miss us, right? So let me do this one more thing, Shay. Hold on. And thank you to all of the new people that join us as well, man. We really appreciate that. You guys have a ton of choices.
Let me see if you learned something. Let's see if it works.
Hold on, y'all.
If not, we'll be sitting here like this. Cheesing until the thing goes off.
So, guys, we're out. Y'all be good. Hopefully, if I've done this right, y'all gonna see some commercials and some updates and some of me and Shay on screen. Other than that, you guys be great, and we'll see y'all Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these two words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that, you put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go. Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my masterclass that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there. The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time, if you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, Derek, I just want to ask, what's the biggest benefit of independent living facility?
Well, in my opinion, the best form of real estate is shared housing. That's why we invented the independent living facility model, because we view it like this. Why get one house and rent to one income, right? A family usually, mom, dad, 3 kids. What the ILF model does, it allows you to take that same 4-bed, 2-bath home and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. That's the benefit of shared housing.
So what's the secret to being so successful in the ILF housing model?
The biggest secret literally that we have, and it's kind of no secret because we always say it, we keep God first, right? We love people and we love real estate. So we live by this thing that says that we want to please God, right? Because we believe that if you do that, man, everything else can just fall in place. We believe in helping people. And that's something that's actually in the Bible. God says that when you do unto the least of thee, it's like you're doing it unto him. We also believe in being respected by our community while we're doing it. When I first started this, guys, nobody knew me. Today, we're really well known, but not because of how great I am. It's because of the housing program that's changing the lives in the city in which we live in. And then the last part about it, I want you guys to make enough money to feed your family. So one more time, we believe in pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community, but I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. And you can do that while doing the independent living facility model. So just text more info, just those two words, more info, to 407-326-0086. And that's the first starting point.
David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith. And while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property, because you just never know when God's going to say, go, it's your time. Yeah, I remember that. But, and you won't believe it, but I actually found a property, and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening, because that's one of my major rules, is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association. Because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here, and you cannot sublet, which is the entire model of what we do. Does that make sense? Dennis, would you happen to have a list of things that, you did wrong in the beginning when you first started your independent living facility? What kind of mistakes that you made? David, that's actually a great question, right? Even coming from you. I wrote a book that's entitled How to Avoid the ILF Fiasco. And in fact, David, it's the 12 dumbest mistakes that are ever made. And because I didn't want other people to make them, I put it in a book. So go to forstonconsultants.com. That's again, forstonconsultants.com, and check it out. That's where you can find all of our ebooks, all of our coaching, and more information about live events. Well, I'm going to just have to do that then, because that sounds like a good starting point to me. And then I'm going to come to y'all Jacksonville 31st event. I need to be live around y'all too. That's fine, David, but can I ask what's up with the hat and the sweat across the neck? What's that all about? Hey, Dennis, I was watching one of your replays on your YouTube channel, over there at Forston Consultants, and you said something about paying us as an affiliate if we refer somebody to y'all and they get the coaching, you will pay me. What does that mean? David, do you listen or understand anything we talk about? And yes, that's true. We'll literally pay you for using your affiliate link, that if you drive somebody to us for the coaching and they get it, we pay you 40%. We started that last year. Not sure how long Derek could continue to do that, but David, get in now. Text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. Fill out the information and you're in. It's that easy. Wow, man. That's a heck of a deal, because basically you telling me if I refer somebody to you for your one-on-one coaching, you're going to give me 40% of that. Hey, David, did you know that we were coming to Jacksonville, Florida for another live event teaching the independent living facility model? Yeah, I heard that. I saw a girl posting that in that ILF Academy group that you got. I saw her put a post about it. I just didn't really know that was actually y'all. Yep, that's actually a live event that we're speaking at. Tiffany Richardson, who's actually a super affiliate at Forston Consultants, she planned this whole event. She marketed it. She planned it. And her only job was to bring Shay and I to Jacksonville to talk about it. So she's gathering 30 to 40 to probably 50 people that want to know how to do the independent living facility model. And we're going to bring it to Jacksonville, Florida, January 31st. David, make sure you don't miss it. Well, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to bring my girlfriend with me too, because I think this is something that we can do together. So Dennis, in your professional opinion, since you trademarked the ILF, which is the best population, or probably which is the easiest population to serve when I want to get started with my ILF? Well, if you're asking me my personal opinion, I love the elderly adults and military veterans. They're super independent. They don't usually need much from you. And again, they're just easier. People that are more settled in life, meaning age-wise, they just typically are a little bit easier than your younger crew. But I always tell people also, right, choose your population by what your community is dictating. Where I live at in Orlando, Florida, it screams for military veterans and elderly adults.